Am I the a-hole for challenging my girlfriend's claims about sexism at work?
Good luck.
Thanks. I'm reading off of a post. This is not me. Please don't come in. Okay. My girlfriend and I both work in the tech industry and both have 5 years experience. I have a CS math degree and she has an electrical electronics engineering degree. I have been promoted to a senior level at my company, and she has been promoted only once and is still a junior at her company. She always complains about how things are unfair at all jobs she had, 3 so far, and how she is not given opportunities, supposedly excluded from meetings, while still claiming she gets asked to take notes in meetings and decisions. She judges her coworkers for things they say that have nothing to do about work, like when they talk about their wives and partners. She and another woman once complained about a coworker for being rude in meetings, and HR, which was dealt with by a woman, and did not find anything wrong and dismissed their concerns.
Mm.
She recently had a performance review and was not promoted and told that she needs to take on more challenges, and told me that she does this but always told to hand over projects to other people when she starts them and excluded from meetings. I do believe that there is some sexism in the industry, but I think she cannot blame everything on sexism and recognize that perhaps she has room to improve. She thinks that because she graduated with honors with a 4.0 that translate to industry performance. Her degree is also in electronics and more hardware focused. I expressed this to her and suggested she follow her manager's advice to grow, and she got upset with me and called me an a-hole. I get her disappointment, but I don't think it is fair for her to expect me to just agree to everything she says. Is he the a-hole?
Ah, hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. This is a tricky one.
It is very tricky. I feel like we need a little bit more
Yeah.
specific information.
Context.
Yeah, we need more context. This is not this is not an easy one for me to be like, yeah, he's an a-hole or not. Well, okay. Is he the a-hole for challenging the claim about it being sexist?
Let's see. I don't know. Depends on who you are.
I mean,
Like maybe you're supposed to I don't know. You're supposed to what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the whole Me Too movement, right? You can't brush off any sort of allegation type thing.
mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't know. There's just not enough context in this one.
Yeah,
Because what if she isn't good at her job or something?
that's
Like, we
the
don't
thing.
know.
Like I have some thoughts on this because I mean I've been in the presence of like absolute sexism,
Mm.
and
Mm.
I just experienced it like 2 days ago.
Oh.
Like me and my manager, who's a woman, we were like standing next to each other, and I got a phone call, or not like I got a phone, but there was a phone call in our at our department, and so I pick up the phone and I'm talking to this person, right? At the same time, this man approaches our desk, and I have this phone, like big office phone. It's not like a cell phone or it's not like a Bluetooth. I have a big phone on me and I'm talking like I'm it's very clear that I'm on a phone call. And my manager is like a foot away from me and there's a computer right next to us. So she's looking at the computer, she's right there. And as this man approaches, she greets him and he didn't even look at her. He came to me.
Mm.
I looked at him, but I was like, like I'm on the phone. And then he just kind of like glanced a little bit at her, but then looked back at me, and then he started talking to me, and he's like, "Yeah, I got these glasses here," and as he was talking, I like looked at him again, and I was like, "I'm on the phone. I'm sorry," but my manager was like clearly talking to him, and she's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then he answered the question while looking at me. And so she literally had to like come on the other side of the computer and then like be like, I can help you right here. And then he kind of looked at her and it was kind of like thinking about it. And I'm just like, what is your deal, dude? And I don't know. And then in order to be able to help him out, we needed his phone number.
Okay.
So she was like, hey, let me get your phone number. I'll help you out. And he was like, no. You got something to write with? And again, that was to me. He asked me if I had something to write with. So my manager grabs a little sticky note and a pen and just kind of hands it to him. And he didn't even say thank you, didn't acknowledge her. And then he wrote the number and then he gave me the paper. And I'm like, bro, I'm on the phone. Like, why are you coming to me? And it's like, I've seen it before. Like, I'm not telling this story to be like, oh yeah, 100%. It is because we've encountered this type of situation before with certain customers that we get at our job.
Yeah, like it happens.
Yeah,
Sexism
it's like,
does happen.
Yeah, and sometimes I mean, maybe to some people that's the thing. Like no, it is sexism. Like, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I take it very seriously, and I agree that just because a person is a woman or a person of color or ethnic background, just because you're that, you're not entitled to just get like the best positions, right? In an environment where it's mostly man dominated, I do understand that there is sexism that happens there, and I wish it didn't. I wish it could be fixed, like better than it has been going on lately. At the same time, because we don't have the full information on this story, I don't know that she really is or isn't qualified for these promotions that she's been wanting and she's talking about. So like, is there sexism? Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, let's see. Because you could say, okay, the hand over the projects thing, right?
And then she gets.
Why would a company want to waste money and hand off a project to someone that's less qualified if she's capable? At the same time, it could be management, and they don't care what the company thinks as long as they fulfill their vendetta against this woman. And then at the same time, she reported something to HR, which is the right thing to do when you complain.
Mm-hmm.
But then I could imagine people not liking, what is that thing called? Retaliation, right?
Yeah.
From coworkers, which could be related to sexism. Maybe not. Maybe related to a toxic work environment, not related to sexism. It's just too many different factors.
Yeah, I think we need a little bit more information. There is an edit on here. There's a couple of them, so let me read them real quick. So it says, edit 1 says, okay, I think I might need to do more research into this. Some of the comments seem concerning. This honestly sounds like 1950s level crap to me, and it's hard to wrap my hand around that it could be so brazen in 2023. Edit 2. I talked about it more with my girlfriend, and I think I was the a-hole, unfortunately. Oh, it's a self-diagnosed a-hole. It is unbelievable, and it seems like the place is even worse than her previous jobs, and I did not realize that. Also, I started getting loads of DMs from people telling me it's not sexist and justifying that with sexist remarks, and claiming Reddit is left. I'm also very left, and I don't think Reddit is that left. Okay. I have encouraged her to job search again, and we will reach out to her friends in the field for opportunities.
Okay, well, okay. If he thinks he's an a-hole, then Then he is. Yeah, I don't know. This is shoot. If you had to choose,
It's hard because I need more information. I mean, he
right?
already self-diagnosed as an a-hole. So
Yeah.
he says that. Okay, let me see. What
Or
did he
did the
say?
wife tell him to self-diagnose?
Uh,
Did she win the argument?
okay, so he said I expressed this to her and suggested that she follow her manager's advice to grow, and she got upset with me commenting about how her degree is different and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. I honestly, I think it just kind of depends on how he brought it up. I think one could be sensitive about this
Yeah.
topic situation, and then you could also be kind of an a-hole about it and just be like, oh, grow
Yeah.
up. Like, yeah, that would be, you're an a-hole if you're like treating her like she doesn't know what she's talking about. If you're having a conversation and she's bringing up these concerns, and then you have a conversation about maybe you could, well, see, I'm conflicted.
I don't know. Yeah, because he uses a lot of I think and perhaps. Like, I think she cannot blame everything on sexism. It's not like an outright statement that he made, right? That could be
Yeah.
an a-hole thing to say. It's like, oh, you can't blame everything. Or that, oh, yeah, you do have room to improve. But he says perhaps she has room to improve, you know? But at the same time, she's being told she needs to improve maybe because of the sexism, but we don't know.
Are you, so before we go into the comments, are you leaning more towards he's not an a-hole?
I I don't know. I don't know.
I know. At first I was kind of leaning towards that. After he said that, he says that he was an a-hole. Unfortunately, I mean,
She suggested.
I don't know. It could be. Maybe he realized that the way he said it, it was kind of a-hole-ish.
If someone told this to me, I wouldn't think they're an a-hole. But maybe because, you know, the way she receives things, maybe he knows her receiving it that way can be a-holic. That's a word. Then yeah.
Yeah, but you're also a man, and that's kind of the whole point of this. Because I agree with you. If somebody told me the same thing, I wouldn't think they're an a-hole. But again, I'm a man, so I think
sexism?
Well, that's I think that's kind of the point, though. Because I mean, we're literally saying it. We as men, if we get this comment given to us, we wouldn't take it as such, right?
Yeah.
Because we're men.
Yep.
But this is a woman in the tech industry, which is already like male dominated. So,
but the fact that we have to claim that is sexist, right? Which is the problem.
It's getting hot,
right? if she's saying he's an a-hole for saying that, then it's inherently sexist.
I think we've created a web of just a zigzag.
I don't know.
Okay, I want to read some of the comments, because sometimes the comments help us put things into perspective.
There we go. First one.
Yeah, so here it is. The first one says, "You the a-hole, you aren't a woman in tech. You wouldn't get it. The reason tech is such a male-dominated field, despite all of the outreach to get girls in STEM, is because there's a lot of sexism in the industry. Many women study for years for the tech industry only to quit in the first year because of the issues that your girlfriend is currently facing."
See, the fact that we don't know about it is saying that it is sexist.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm ignorant in this.
Yeah.
I don't work in tech, and I don't know much about it. I work in a pretty equally balanced workplace. Where we don't. I mean, we don't see this from the company's perspective. We get it from customers. But this seems to be coming from management. So
Yeah. Second one right there. She had a 4.0 GPA, but is invited to meetings to take notes and expected to hand off challenging work assignments to male colleagues. Dude, come on. Actually read what you wrote. Yes. The a-hole.
that is true. 4.0, that means that she's smart. You don't get a 4.0 by not knowing what you're doing. So
yeah, that is pretty bad. See, because the thing, I've never personally experienced that, and I work in tech, and I've worked with women in tech, and I haven't seen that, so I have no reference to that. So reading that's a clear. It's like, oh yeah, that's kind of messed up.
So, do you think it would be safe to say he was unknowingly the a-hole?
Ignorantly the a-hole.
Yeah, there we go. I don't think he meant to be that way. I think he was at least kind of in the same boat as me, where like I'm really sorry, but I just don't know enough to make that judgment. So I guess
it all depends. I think we talked about this last time. When we talk about the a-hole, right? Is it them knowingly being an a-hole, or does it matter? It doesn't matter whether they know or not.
Right. And didn't we determine that it doesn't matter? Like, I mean, he's asking, am I the a-hole for challenging this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you didn't mean to be, yeah. It is. You are.
Yeah.
Complete.
Okay, let's see. Like, I did some stuff that I didn't intend to be one.
Uh-oh.
There was a time when it was junior prom, and we were trying to find people to go with, and there was a sophomore girl that I think she liked me, and then I think she wanted to go to the junior prom with me, and I told her, I was like, I don't have anyone else to go with. I'll go with you. And I thought I was being nice. And it was until later, till my wife tells me, she's like, yeah, that was mean. I was like, oh, shoot. But here's the thing, though, like, I didn't intend to be an a-hole, but I was.
What? Were you friends with her? Like, were you good friends with her?
Yeah, we were friends. That and she was a sophomore, so it's not like she couldn't. Right?
Yeah, it's a little mean.
It is mean. I accept that it is mean.
If I had a crush and was like, hey, we should go, and then she was like, if I don't find anyone else, yeah, I'll go with you.
It sounds so bad. But yeah.
If it was like a very friendly situation, you guys are like buddies, like you're good.
It wasn't.
If you're a good friend. I'm trying to defend you here, but yeah, if that was the situation where like it was more of a oh man, I really want to go, like, do you have anybody to go with? Like, if you don't, like, I'll go with you, kind of thing. And then you're like, well, I asked this girl, but if that doesn't work out, like, yeah, let's go, that'd be awesome. I don't know, yeah, you were mean. You're a mean man.
Oh, you know what? Karma though hit me in the end.
Oh.
So this lady, she asked me to prom, right? We do all the pictures, we do the corsage thing, whatever, and did the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get to the venue. She ditches me.
Oh.
I have nowhere where she went. I end up like going with some friends. I don't even leave with her.
Shoot. Yeah, that sucks.
So karma.
Yeah, karma came back for you.
Yeah. Oh man.